there, my viewers. This is your friend here, Team Rai, back with another podcast, and we are just going to discuss some wrestling news. Right, my friend?
Right.
Okay, first thing we are going to discuss is about this RVD thing. He did pretty good at the Money in the Bank pay-per-view live on Philadelphia, Pennsylvania last Sunday. So I'm going to read this awesome article in the paper, so bear with me, my viewers. RVD made his WWE return last Sunday night at the Money in the Bank pay-per-view. Viewers and didn't disappoint. He was about 10 seconds from capturing the briefcase when he was hit with a distraction RKO by Randy Orton that ended that match. So, Tony, what's your thoughts? What I just said.
Well, RVD was very close to grabbing the briefcase. I actually thought he was going to get it. There was nobody else around the ring and stuff. But out of nowhere, like always, the Viper slithered in there like the snake he is, and he grabbed RVD by the leg and caught him in midair with an RKO, and Randy Orton climbed his ass up the ladder and grabbed the briefcase, and the Viper won his first ever Money in the Bank.
Yep. Okay, let me continue here. Okay, while some think that Van Dam is back to be a Chris Jericho likely older statement and put over the young talent. It's also possible he'll enjoy another title run, and for more than one reason. First off, he can still get it done in the ring and has no fewer than 10 possible main event opponents. More impression if he usually is such impression, or I think I pronounced it wrong, but whatever way, it could very well hearing a message explosive of a talent from TNA to WWE. So, Tony, what's your thought?
Well, from what you first said about that article, when you were reading it about how they're saying he might be another Y2J, where he where eventually he'll leave for a while and then come back and stuff like that, or he'll put young talent over. RVD, I guess, is going to be one of those guys here pretty soon that puts young talent over during the months or whatever when he has matches, hopefully, and stuff. But as of right now, it's mainly focused on RVD, and for him to get a few wins on his resume, for his return. And talking about RVD winning the title, I don't know. I wouldn't mind seeing him be champion again, honestly. He's one of those guys that, I know he just came back and all, but he's one of those guys that I could see winning the belt. I wouldn't mind it. I mean, Jericho, I wouldn't mind seeing him win the belt maybe when he comes back during WrestleMania season again next year. I want to at least see some of these older guys get one more title in their resume. I mean, if The Rock can do it, why can't these guys,
Yeah, totally understand. Okay, back to what I was saying. The Dudley Boys, Sting, Matt Morgan, and even Hulk Hogan could make their way over. Holy shit. Okay, the next big name to keep an eye on is Kurt Angle, as there little doubt WWE would love to bring him back into the fold. A feud between Angle and CM Punk would be huge money and a surefire WrestleMania headliner. So, Tony, what's your thoughts? What I just said about TNA?
Well, about Kurt Angle, making a return to WWE, I don't really see that as of right now, because he just re-signed with TNA not too long ago, and all that. So maybe down the road, if WWE wants him back, I mean, to WWE, I mean, it'd be great to have Kurt Angle back and all this. I mean, they made Kurt Angle and stuff, but I don't think WWE's worried about like if they really need the guy because they already got enough. Like they got a bunch of top talent, and stuff. Kurt Angle is a massive name in the wrestling world and stuff. But you know what? As of right now, Kurt Angle is TNA bound. He was just inducted to the TNA Hall of Fame and stuff. But I will say this is I would like to see a Kurt Angle versus CM Punk feud or a match. That'd be great to see. But time will tell.
Okay, now the other guys I mentioned, the Dudley Boys, Sting, Matt Morgan, even Hulk Hogan. What's your thoughts on those guys? Maybe jump ship to WWE.
Hulk Hogan, no, we don't need him. He needs to stay in TNA. He needs to actually just get off TV for good. Like he needs to let the young guys take the spotlight. And honestly, I don't know. Hulk Hogan, I was a huge fan of Hogan back in the day, but after a while, it's just he's always there and stuff. Honestly, Hogan I could care less about. If he comes back to WWE, that would surprise the hell out of me. As for Sting, well, we talked about that not too long ago in a podcast about him jumping shifts maybe later, maybe like early next year when his contract expires from TNA. That's only if him and WWE make a deal or something and he doesn't re-sign with TNA once again like he always does every year. That would be great to see him and Taker at Mania 30. That'd be awesome. We already kind of discussed that. So if you guys want to go check out the video on my channel. As for the Dudley Boys. As of right now, maybe down the road or something when their contract expires, but they're in this whole Aces and Eights storyline shit, so I don't see any jumping shifts right now for them and all that, but yeah. And Matt Morgan, the guy that just got released from TNA, or he asked for his release, some shit, same shit though, but I don't know. To me, Matt Morgan, he's not the best wrestler. He's not. I mean, big guys most of the time are not the best wrestlers. And Matt Morgan is one of those guys, just like Great Khali. Matt Morgan would be a great like a bodyguard or something like that, where he defends like little guys. Helps like the smaller guy, like a bunch of like the heels that need like I don't know like the whole thing with Big E Langston and stuff with Dolph Ziggler. I guess that was his bodyguard or something like that. But I'm saying like a guy that's barely known or something. Matt Morgan could help him get noticed around the company. But other than that, Matt Morgan being a wrestler, I don't know if I really want to see that. We've already been there, done that, and it didn't work out the best. So Matt Morgan's the best fit for him. To me, the best role for him would be a bodyguard for somebody.
Yeah, I totally understand. Now, Tony, I'm not too sure if you heard rumors that the WWE does want to bring back Matt Morgan. So what's your thoughts on what I just said about Matt Morgan?
Well, that's great for them and stuff. They're trying to take advantage of what TNA, all this stuff that TNA, everybody that's releasing WWE is trying to, take advantage of that, which is great for them. They're not trying to let that talent go to waste. I think they should do the same for Luke Gallows and bring him back maybe, and maybe actually use him this time around. But
yeah.
Matt Morgan, to me he was never really used in WWE. I mean that's not his fault. That's WWE's fault. He could have been maybe a top star. I'm just saying he could have, but he wasn't. But if they do make a deal with him and they bring him back, like I said, it'd be great to have him as a bodyguard. But if they do throw him in the ring or something, use him right, put him against the right people, and maybe you could actually build this guy to be a future world champion. I'm not the biggest Matt Morgan fan. I'm not gonna like hold a grudge against the guy for what he said about wrestling fans and all that shit in that video. But honestly, sometimes the guy does piss me off. But that's my whole opinion on the guy. I just don't think he's the best wrestler, and he is boring. I mean, and if he has a problem with wrestling fans saying that to him about we're always judging his matches and they're always squash and boring matches, well, Matt Morgan, honestly, what does that tell you? You're boring. So yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he did okay in WWE in his young career, but he was not no star for a class. He's gonna. I totally understand what you said. WWE's got to push him in the mid-card first, then to the main event. Maybe it was too early back in the day, I don't know. But that's just my theory. Okay. Last thing on the agenda. Here it is. Sorry about that. It says right here. Around the ring, the Wyatt family has been a silence since a disappointment, whatever it says, to this point. crowd reaction less than expected with what Wyatt wasn't
Bray Wyatt.
given an opinion to deliver a big time promo since internet reports are claiming that WWE has contract. So what's your thoughts on that real quick? You probably have pronounced it incorrectly. Sorry to my viewers.
Well, from what you said, I guess it's basically just saying how, I guess the fans, the WWE expected the Wyatts to get a bigger reaction than what they are getting. So I don't know. Maybe that means that they need to, maybe have them attack people that actually, have that are actually big names, not like R-Truth and 3MB and Justin Gabriel. Who are those guys they attack? The only
Kane. I know Kane's okay, but he's not no big time guy like that, you know.
like Cena. Okay, that'd be some buzz if they attacked Cena or maybe attacked I don't know Punk, yeah, or something like that. But
Brian.
yeah, where they could actually get people talking. But really, there has not been that many people that's been talking about the whole who they've been attacking, like, because it's not that big of a thing. Honestly, when the Shield took out Undertaker, that people were still talking about that to this day. Honestly, it's still so the Wyatts, WWE should have done something, went another route with them, like when they made their debut. I love their debut and all, but for attacking Kane, I mean, yeah, he's a future Hall of Famer, and all this, and but he's not a top star like some of the other guys. So, like the Shield would do with Undertaker, WWE should have done something like that with the Wyatt family, where people would have still been talking about it. So,
Okay, next thing, Stone Cold Steve Austin. He's a Hall of Famer. He has some great matches and all good stuff. Okay, we have a lot of rumors going around. A lot of rumors about Austin, about a match. And Wrestling Authority, one idea floating is that Austin would represent Vince McMahon in a match against a wrestler who represents Triple H with the storyline ownership of the company on the line. So, Tony, what's your thoughts?
Well, I've actually been hearing a bit about this, about Austin, how he's being medically cleared to wrestle and stuff, and a lot of as soon as he put the word out there about him being medically cleared, it placed it, people just started asking him questions, and the rumor is, that I was hearing that apparently Vince Austin, I guess, would be a heel here. He'd be representing Vince in a match at Mania 30 in the main event, and Triple H, from what I heard, I didn't hear about anybody representing Triple H. I actually heard Triple H would be in the match himself against Austin in the main event, and whoever would win would be, like, if Austin was the win, McMahon would get the power for the company, and if Triple H would win, he would get the power for the company. So I think that'd be a great match, actually. Honestly, Austin and Triple H always had good chemistry, whether it was as a tag team or as having a feud against each other, and to see them wrestle one more time would be great. I love seeing, like, when you had feuds back in the day, and then they actually bring back that feud for one time only, that for those guys to have a match against each other. It's something you would never really see happening, but it might happen. So I'm kind of stoked to see it. I know they're both gotten older in their prime and stuff, but I think they could still deliver a good match.
Oh yeah. Let's bring me back to what's that WrestleMania with Donald Trump versus McMahon? What Mania was that one?
23, the one I was there.
Yeah, okay. Cheap pop for you.
Yep.
And that one, it was like a Bobby Lashley versus Umaga, and of course Bobby Lashley won. So it's the same thing almost, but this time, we'll find out when the weeks come, months come, if, I know you said Austin's gonna wrestle. I really have to see Austin versus Punk. You know what I'm saying? At Mania 30, you know what I'm saying, Tony?
Hell yeah.
I prefer that. I don't know what match I want to see. Austin versus Triple H or Austin versus Punk. So what's your thoughts, Tony? What match do you really want to see at 30?
Well, I'd rather see Austin versus Punk just for the fact that's another dream match. I mean, Cena and Rock to us was a dream match. It was a letdown the first time around. I think their second match was better than their first match, but we're not discussing those two guys. But I'm just saying, for example, a lot of people, a dream match for them was John Cena and Rock, and we've seen that dream match. Now, another dream match that I'd love to see is Austin versus Punk, and To me, I'd rather see that than Austin versus Triple H. I know, I know. I said I was. I think they could put on a good match and stuff, Austin and Triple H. But to me, if you think about it, if it came down to it, we've already seen that. We know how good they work together. I want to see something new. And if this is going to be Austin's last ever match, before he rides off into the sunset, I think it should be against Punk, and it makes sense because they're both in their gimmicks. Austin's a beer drinker, ass kicker. Punk's, for his gimmick, he's a straight edge guy, never drinks, never does drugs. And that's a perfect, combo right there. That's a perfect mix for a match. And, so I'd rather see that. And there's been more hype over the years of this match happening. So if Austin does decide to do a match at Mania 30, this Austin and Punk would be the match I'd want to see.
Oh yeah, that'd be a huge plus. The 30th anniversary of not Raw, 30th anniversary of WrestleMania, and it's gonna be bigger than WrestleMania 10, bigger than WrestleMania 20. It's gonna be huge, and hopefully WWE could freaking deliver, right, Tony?
Yeah, they give us Austin and Punk, Taker and Sting, and some other good matches.
Yeah, if Sting does not resign with TNA, that's just iffy right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and even a match I'd want to see is Brock and Rock.
Yeah, number 2, and hopefully it's a good match like the first one.
Yeah.
Now, speaking of Triple H and Austin, they had a fantastic match, a great battle, I think was good. Let's see here. I'm looking at Austin's DVD for
No Way Out, 2001.
Discuss this. It's the 3 Stages of Hell, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Triple H, No Way Out. Of course, it was in Vegas. It was a great match. I like that match. I love the build-up. But what's your thoughts on that match, Tony?
Well, that was a great match. I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, that was from 01, right?
Yes, yep. February 25th, 01, and that was a road to WrestleMania, that pay-per-view,
Yeah, that was a great freaking match. 3 Stages of Hell was a great stipulation for this whole feud. They had a lot brewing back in the day with, apparently, I'm trying to remember here. Correct me if I'm wrong, didn't Austin hire, not Austin, didn't Triple H hire Rikishi to run over Austin?
Yes.
Okay, that's how this whole storyline built then. I think Austin got ran over at Survivor Series, huh? 2000?
Yeah, I did it for a Rock.
Yeah, I remember that. And then I remember that. Yeah. And then The Rock, when he did that whole promo on all the guys in the Hell in the Cell, he's like, "Shut your mouth, you thong wearing fatty." I remember that.
Yep. And then plus, I don't know if you know, Tony, when that new Triple H TV and Blu-ray, that match will be on it for the first time.
That's great. People who have the VHS tape can actually watch it in better quality now.
Yeah, and then I can't wait to see the documentary. Finally, Triple H will have a documentary of his whole career. Hopefully, he will discuss his family life a little bit,
Yeah, it's about damn time.
Yeah, because I don't mind having matches, but I think in this era, it's documentary time, isn't it?
Yeah, because you're a lot. I'm impressed with WWE with their DVDs as of late. Over the past couple of years, they've been producing some good DVDs. They produced the Punk DVD, the Jericho DVD, the Orton DVD. Some of the DVDs with these documentaries for the single superstars, which is great. And it really is awesome for the fans to get go behind the scenes with the wrestlers, which we can't do an everyday thing, but with the DVDs we can.
Tony, that's it for that article. Now, if you don't mind, let's discuss what's your favorite so far of the documentaries of WWE so far? What came out?
God, out of all time or current
No, not
year?
all time. Just give me like your best 5 right now.
Okay, let's go ahead. I'm gonna say I don't really remember the name of it, but I'm gonna say one of the last recent Flair DVD from like '08 when he around WrestleMania when he retired. That DVD was good. The Punk DVD, amazing. The Jericho DVD was good. The Orton DVD was good. I know I'm just naming off ones that are like barely came out, but these I'm just going with the ones that I enjoyed. And let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and say what other ones have came out. I'm gonna say I love the Big Show documentary. That was a good one too. So
Yeah, that's good. Now for me, I love the Austin one, the Blu-ray, great documentary. Same thing with The Rock. Guys, there's no center order. I love the Punk one. I think that's the best one. Came out in 2012. No doubt about
2011.
it. So Y2J. I'm just going randomly. The John Cena one is a pretty good documentary. And when it goes to you could get the matches any time of the week. The Batista was very good. Backstage about his home life. I love that good stuff. Even the Hardy Boys.
Right. We
good
forgot.
stuff. You know, one was Matt.
Yeah.
Side, and the other one was Jeff. I love that good stuff. You know how they get that. Edge was involved, and Lita was involved. How Lita and Matt, how they broke up, and great feud. Speaking of Edge, great documentary on his. Oh, holy shit, awesome, good stuff, you know. And even the WrestleMania one came out a couple years ago, you know.
Hey, Rai.
Yeah.
Out of all the superstars, I can't believe we forgot one of the all-time greats. We forgot Shawn Michaels' DVD. Huh.
Oh yeah, the HBK, the Hall of Famer. And isn't today's birthday or was it yesterday?
I think it's today. Yeah.
Oh, happy birthday, HBK.
Mr. WrestleMania.
Yep. And who else birthday today?
I don't know. I just know of it.
I think that's it for this special podcast. Thank you very much, my viewers, and thank you, Tony, to jump on board.
No problemo.
And I'm using one of my favorite numbers of laptop, so that's why you can hear me very clearly. Tony's gonna do the take care of me. I mean, gonna hook me up and give me some awesome pictures, and this will be up. Not too sure when, so that's about it. Right, sign off. Team Ira sign off. So follow me on Twitter down below. It's Team Ira 32. Hit the sub button up there, and hit the sub button up there. Go ahead, Tony, and plug your channel.
All right, go ahead and follow me on Twitter. You already know what it is, people, and go ahead and subscribe to the Wrestling Talent and the Rated R Viper 1. And for as of right now, the tag team champions are out of here.
Yeah, goodbye, everyone, and have a great one.
Later.